Jeez. Man, this thing's getting fidgety. I swear. Okay. Oh. There's the other problem. Would help. I had the controller plugged in. Hey. I think I was at the point where I was going to sleep again. Hey there, Trista. Hey, 255. Hey, Ms. Wicked Wolf. Hey, Jen. Dream nonsense. Okay. I don't know, Ms. Wicked Wolf. You may have noticed that getting my butt out to the theaters is not high on my priority list these days. So, I don't know, eventually, if I remember. SciShow put out a video about the science of knitting, and some people in the knitting community have made a response video taking Hank to task for mistakes. I mean, like, if you're gonna step into an area where there's a lot of experts out there, yeah, you gotta be careful. I think it's fair given SciShow is a collaborative project Hank Green just hosts for. I mean, it's presumably not like he researched the video himself. He's the face of the show, so, like, okay, I'm assuming nobody's being rude, but, like, he is, like, it makes more sense to complain to the people who actually create the show as opposed to, like, if the guest sucks. Because if the guest sucks, that's probably just a fact of who they were. They just didn't know what they were talking about. And yeah, you need to hold platforms, whether they be whole platforms or individuals, responsible for who they give voice to. And if you give voice to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, yeah, that's kind of on you. Now, like, is he the only producer on the show? No, probably not. But also, I don't think it's reasonable to expect the audience to know who else to reach out to. Like, that's what being the face of a thing is. Regardless of whether or not you think it's fair, that's the reality of it. I'm eating rice. Hey there, Nick. I swear Wuthering Heights is one of those things that gets a remake or a mini-series about every 15 years. I didn't find it that interesting when I read the book. But, again, that's not to say there's no value in the book, just, you know, it was very much not my jam. I don't particularly need to watch two young people make monstrously irresponsible romantic decisions for 2 hours. That and Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, that one's also on the perpetual, let's give it another go list. So wait, what did I miss? Have I gotten everybody? but I don't want to touch it simply because my first introduction to it was Twilight. Let me put it this way. I would reread Wuthering Heights before I would read Twilight. Speaking personally. Wuthering context to you. Okay. That's everybody, so where do I go now? See, I never read the Twilight books. I have seen all 4 movies. The 4th one's kind of a riot. I'm not gonna lie. The fourth Twilight movie, not necessarily the book, but the movie for sure, feels like the epitome of, well, this is our last chance to do something bonkers, so we might as well. Okay, so where am I supposed to go after I get everybody lit up? Well, hope everybody's doing well. I'm almost done unpacking from Rose City Comic-Con. Twilight is bad Mormon fanfic, which is impressive, given Joseph Smith himself. I mean, look. Twilight was something I was never gonna like simply because it is in a genre that is not for me and I don't care. So, you know, I don't even particularly feel... Like, I feel like I can judge the movies to heck and back because, you know, they're movies. I can judge a movie as a movie. But, like, I don't think I ever would have made it through the books. And I do think that they got over-criticized largely just because of who the fan base was. That having been said, there's plenty of things to rightly criticize. The main thing being the handling of the indigenous characters. Because holy crap, there is literally no excuse. That was abysmal. Okay, where am I supposed to go after all this? It's hard to say, Ms. Wicked Wolf. Like, in the direct sense, would 50 Shades of Grey exist in the form that it does if there was no such thing as Twilight? No, probably not. Would E.L. James have just latched onto a completely different mediocre romance and written a really offensively bad BDSM take on that instead? Yeah, quite possibly. So I don't know, we could have we could have had a 50 Shades of Grey spawning from a fanfic of the Princess Diaries or something. I don't know. Where am I supposed to go? I gotta check that. I don't like checking walkthroughs, but I also don't like wandering around, not knowing what the hell I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, did that. The party, yes. Did that. Yeah, I think I did that. Out. Okay, yeah, I did all that. All right, dream sequence. Here we are. After all four musicians return to where we first entered the dream for a scene to end it. I don't remember where that was. That doesn't really help. Ah, hey Phil. I mean, the other thing, Remy, is when I'm streaming a game, I'm even more likely to pull up a walkthrough because I'm at risk not only of boring myself, but of boring my audience because I can't imagine it's especially entertaining to watch me go, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Over and over and over again. You feel me? Is it up there? And how do we get up there? I don't love that the direction I was given was just go back to where you started. I'm like, I don't remember where that was. I can barely see. I feel like it was here. But now I'm not so confident about that. That's gonna drop me. So this wasn't it. Ah! Where did I start? Damn it. All right, hold up. That doesn't help. Well, it looks like I'm not the only one who ever got stuck on this. Because I'm finding like some forum threads with people specifically asking, how do I get out of the second dream? So at least it's not just me. I'll take that. Give me a second. Shut up. Okay. No. Wait, am I further than the second dream? Because I just pulled up a thing and like, no, I saw that. So wait. Oh, no. Okay. So, I wasn't even looking at the right. Okay. Yep, I did that. I did that. Okay. 4 musicians. Return to where the path splits to up or down. This time, take the slope leading back upwards to the right and continue to follow until you reach the final musician. After finding all musicians, return to where we first entered the dream. Okay, so this is the third. This isn't even the second dream. It's the third. This is what happens when I don't stream a game for a week. All right. Third dream. Okay. Where was that? I remember that, but I remember seeing that, but where was that? Okay. Huh. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I think maybe I've got this now. Okay. Go back this way. Yeah, Nick, you saved yourself a lot of heartbreak never getting into it. Well, you want to know a funny thing, Phil? When I was young, I actually got my grandmother into Nintendo because she initially she had Nintendo at her house because I'd spend summers with my grandparents because I went to day camp near them, and she got a Nintendo because I liked them, but she started playing it even when I wasn't there. She got into Mario and puzzle games like Tetris. She liked a lot. So I got my grandmother into Nintendo, and there was a period of time where she was better at it than I was. And as a result, there were times that I was literally calling my grandmother into the room to help me beat a boss in Mario 3. That fact makes me very happy. Okay, so like it should be up here, right? Am I? And if it's not, then I don't know. Why not? Okay, so wait, is it further? Ah, dang it, man! I should have paid more attention to where I first showed up. Where the... Alright, hang on. Hang on a second. Let me try something else first here. Can I adjust the brightness? Nope. That's a shame, because that would help. Ah! Frick. Dang it! Didn't mean to do that! Ah! This stream's going well! She was, Trista. She was awesome. So is my grandfather, just in different ways. Okay, so it just sent me back to the beginning of the section. Okay, so now I need to do it again, but let's pay attention to where the heck this is. Okay, so where? Oh! So wait. Wait a minute. Oh, God. There was the tiniest little ledge. Oh, jeez. That's why I couldn't find it. I couldn't see that nearly imperceptible first ledge. Oh, mother. Well, it was good to see you, Jen. Yeah, you left a similar comment on the podcast 255. I mean, the thing is, while Bill Duke's character in that definitely, clearly, to his detriment, miscalculated, I can see why he thought he might get away with it. I mean, for one thing, it was just the one guy. He probably figured if they were serious about shutting him down, they would have sent, like, a platoon. And, like, the military has more important things to worry about than him. So he probably wasn't necessarily making the call that he'd, like, quote-unquote, get away with it. He just was making the bet that this one guy wouldn't do it, and that him and his organization would cost them too much to try and shut down in terms of, you know, potential loss of manpower, etc. He was just wrong about that first assumption. I started the process of putting the ridiculous number of stickers I got at Rose City Comic Con onto my car. My goal is to have all sides of my car pretty fully covered. Not to the point that you can't see paint. I'm not that psychotic yet. But like to be able to safely say, like, people would describe the car as being covered by stickers. I want it covered on all sides. And I want to hit that goal before I have to replace the car. That is my current working goal with that. Sorry, give me 1 second. I forgot to put this link in the Discord. Whoops. See, again, like, I wasn't streaming for a week. I'm out of the habit now. I mean, like, the thing is, Trista, here's the reality. If I get to the point where I've successfully adorned my car with stickers, because right now, the entire back is covered, and the, both rear doors, driver's side and passenger side, are covered. I'm starting to get stickers onto the driver's and passenger door, the front ones. Then I'm at the hood. Then I need to decide whether or not I'm going to do the roof. I might try and find like something really big. I think I can get like a really big, like a white Jolly Roger thing for the roof of the car. But yeah, the goal and the thinking is once I've gotten all of that, yeah, if the car's still running, maybe I will actually start like filling in the gaps. So that you legit can't see the paint anymore. Maybe I will go that far. But I'm not there yet. I'm still working on goal 1, which is to get all sides in a state that most people would describe as covered. So, all right, I think I've gotten everybody. So, just gotta get back where I was now that I know how the hell that worked. Oh, nope, I had missed one. So good. Good thing I came this way. I still don't get how Dollhouse made everyone think Joss Whedon was a creep. Well, I mean, we've learned he was a creep. But if you're wondering why people leaned that way, Primarch, and again, like, I've already done a video explaining why you shouldn't try to extrapolate like truths about the creator based solely off the works, but like it was mostly the central premise, because, like, here's the thing about Dollhouse. It is one of those concepts and ideas that almost no matter what you do with it, has a basic underlying ick factor to its core premise, which is that these people have no real agency over their lives and are used as toys by other people. And while it is not exclusively women, it is primarily women. And there is just an ick factor to that. Now, was it being portrayed in a particularly exploitative and lewd manner? Generally, no. And it was trying to use that to deconstruct notions of ownership over other people, agency over oneself, etc., etc. It was trying to do all that, but a lot of people were just squicked by the basic premise. Like, there's God, how do I want to explain this? There is a game that I quite like, which is not safe for work and I can never stream, called Cloud Meadow. And the basic concept of Cloud Meadow is like it's a farming sim and an RPG, and also the creatures you're able to breed on your farm are like monster people, like, you know, like cat girls and centaurs, and you know, it is a very horny game, and it delves full into that. I like it a lot, and there's a lot that it does in terms of specific of its presentation to make it go down better and not lean into its core fact, which is your character claims ownership over other living sentient beings. That is unfortunately the core premise of the thing. Now, I roll with that because while I agree, yes, that is squicky, I also know the game is not leaning into that in any way that I personally find exploitative, and it in fact seems to be going out of its way to minimize how icky the results of that are. But it is still a fundamental premise. So when I eventually get around to making a video about that, because I want to, because not only do I find the game fascinating, it has a bonkers development history, but I have to say up front, while I like this, and I'm going to point out a lot of stuff that I like, if you cannot get over the core fundamental premise of what the game is, I get it. Some people won't be able to. And I feel like Dollhouse kind of hit a similar issue with the fact that, with the fact that some people just were so squicked out by the premise, that for people who responded that way, it didn't really matter what Whedon did with it. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? I skipped a word and I expressed why it didn't get everyone to think he was a creep. Well, that comes back to the video I made Primarch, which is a combination of the thing that I generally tend to live by, which I already made a video on, which is you should not be trying to use an artist's work to infer things about them and their behavior as private people. But even beyond that core premise, because folks do it anyway, there was just a lot of goodwill for him from Buffy and Angel. You know, both of those had their problematic elements, but there was a lot of goodwill for him as a creator. And so I think a lot of people wanted to, even if they were squicked out by Dollhouse, they sort of looked at it as a, you know, he's trying something. I guess it's just not my thing. Or like, you know, maybe this wasn't his best idea, but let's not abandon him. You know, that kind of thing. But you got to be careful. And if you haven't seen my full video, one of the main things that I kind of point out is you got to be real careful about looking back at something and going, we should have known, or people should have known. Because there's a lot of problems with that. And one of the big ones is it puts the blame onto the fans and the consumers of the art for something that they did not know about the artist. And that's not fair. It's a big part of why I get, you know, really kind of uppity with people being like, oh, the fans of Harry Potter should have known, or the books were never good. That implies that the fault lies with the fans for liking it at all and overlooking the problems, when the biggest problem is Rowling. You know, regardless of anything else. So you're kind of on a line of thought that I fundamentally tend to push back on. Doesn't make you a bad person. I'm just saying I fundamentally kind of disagree with the premise that your question presumes. There we go. Does someone who worked on Battlestar have a thing for blonde women? We have 6 Starbuck and now Apollo's ex and the sex worker he was frequenting. I don't know. I don't really particularly feel like trying to psychoanalyze Ronald D. Moore for reasons I've already gone into. But yeah, especially considering that the actress who plays 6 wasn't a natural blonde. So, hey, Scuzzbopper. Morning. Long night? Yeah. Remember those big robot things from the food donkey? You were scared of those. Cried your little eyes out. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I don't remember this at all. You okay? Yeah, just been doing boring adult stuff. What kind of adult stuff? I'm adult stuff. Just like budget, bills, numbers. A lot of adulthood is number stress. That sounds bad. I'm bad at numbers. Oh, I remember. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. Have a nice day. The dialogue in this is so well written. I know I've said that when I played it before, but like for real, it's fantastic. Numbers, numbers, numbers. The characters are so well fleshed out through dialogue. It's really, really so well done. Hi, squirrel. Oh, where are you going? Come back. Oh, are you on a loop? Oh, or did you go somewhere else? Don't know. Is this still blocked up? Yep, still doing construction. And squirrel! Number stress, so that is a feel. Yeah, big mood. So much of what we classify as adulting definitely falls under the category of number stress. Totally, what's up, Selmers? You know what's good? Off the top of my head. Not seriously injuring someone during your first kiss at senior prom? I was gonna say those fruit snack things we used to eat in grade school. Oh, right! Yeah, those were really good. Did that other thing happen to you? Nope. Want to hear a new poem? Sure. Sometimes I like fruit snacks out by the train tracks. Decent. A juice box and headphones. I enter the juice zone. Geez, those are like all I want now. You made them sound so real. I can taste the atomic dino snacks and the blue clear squeezer. Thanks. My comment was too long, apparently by 3 letters. What the heck, YouTube? Let me fix it then. Saturday's video is going to be about the new ways that YouTube currently sucks. I think Mr. Chazakov's up there again. Oh, really? He's going to fall right on this stoop one day. Gonna make my dog anxious. She poops a lot when she's anxious. Anxious pooping. It's a thing. If I'm gonna see, what is it, Mr. Chesnikov? Oh, I gotta go back and get on the wires. Now I miss Scooby-Doo gummy snacks. I didn't have a lot of gummy snacks growing up. I think maybe I was allowed, like, maybe it was Mott's. It was one of, like, those real fruit juice, minimal additives kind of dealies. Or maybe, like, when I was really young, I had Fruit Leather. Which, that I'm nostalgic for. I love Fruit Leather. Apricot was the best one. And I will fight people about that. May Borowski. Yep. Up here on my roof. Yep. Come to hunt some dusk stars? Yeah. Come have a look. Wow, my eyes. Filter. Ugh. Let's have a look. Sterling the Seer. How come I've never heard of these guys? By the time they got to these rare stars, the well-known myths and legends were taken. Oh. This one, Sterling, is a tale of the world changing and leaving one behind. These are all going to be bummers, huh? That is not for me to say. Is it a bad thing for the world to move on? Well, I mean, this guy probably doesn't think so. Either way, one day his king met a new sage, an astronomer. And she showed the kings how the planets and stars orbit in regular patterns and why. And the king kicked Sterling out of his quarters. The seer had long told the king a different story about the stars. One issue I kind of take with the video is if someone keeps making content with fascist messaging, I think you can justify them, call them fascist, regardless of what's in their heart. No. I understand why you feel that way. I do not agree. I don't. If you want to go so far as to say the fans of his work are rife with fascists and they appropriate his works in those directions, sure, I'll go that far. If you want to even claim that that is a net negative overall, okay, that's your call to make. But no, you are taking it a step too far. I feel that very sincerely. Did Sterling believe his own story? I believe he did. Well, that's how things go. Is there no responsibility to care for those whose labors, even one's universe, are suddenly replaced with a new one? Are they obsolete? No. What is to be done? I don't know. Isn't there some other job the king could give him? Or some way where he doesn't have to be useful to the king in order to survive? It's one to ponder. Yeah, screw monarchies. And screw capitalism. The stars, they make one think. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Boom. Found one. Let's see. Ah, yes, Simone the fighter. She got a gun. Simone's got a gun. Simone lived in a good land, but under every good land are the roots of oppression. This game's hurting me with accuracy. And in this land, those roots took hold and choked out all else. That was poetic, Mr. Chazikov. Thanks. I was just reading the summary off my phone. Oh. We may not have signal, but we have Wi-Fi! Anyway, when the borders closed and the curfew began, Simone and her comrades began to plot. They infiltrated, they sabotaged, they freed prisoners. Very nice. Simone was one of the first to be identified, but she evaded capture even as the wanted posters went up. As whispers of her grew throughout the land, more and more of her neighbors prayed in the night that Simone would be their salvation. Was she? We do not know where Simone is buried. Ah, god damn it, I knew this wasn't going to be happy. We do know that when things boiled over, she led a charge against the palace gates, and behind those gates were cannons. Oh no. Many years later, when the mass graves were exhumed, her bones were mixed with so many others. It was said that she now lives on in the bones of all in her country. Geez, that got dark and sad and spooky. That is history. That's both of them for today. Neato! Cool. Oh, that was pretty great. Come by again. A couple days. We shall hunt the stars. Sterling Simone. I freaking died tonight. This is using the notebook is an interesting way to kind of indicate that maybe there's stuff you missed because, you know, it skips pages or there's like a lot of negative space on some. Interesting. It's an interesting way to go about that. I like the way the cars kind of bounce as they go along. Wife long gone, kids don't care, tunnel fish are always there. Yeah, man. Oh God, please don't listen. I'm sorry. Delicious pretzels. Hey, Miss Rosa. Oh, hello, May. How are you feeling today? Oh, I feel damp and the cold down here, but it's in my bones wherever I go, so no harm. Did you want to talk about Granddad? Oh, yes. Where was I? Something about a tide rolling out? What? Oh, no. Was that wrong? Oh, right. That was a metaphor, I figured. Back then, there were places that brought us all together, or at least brought us together in bits and bobs. The old Smokies, the Grand Bears, the Lodge of Old, the Church and the Union. There'd be dances up at the HB. That's where I met your granddad. Oh, a lifetime ago. What was he like back then? Plain in most respects, prone to fits of melancholy, but funny and wild when the occasion called. Surprising is, I guess, the word. What'd your daddy say about him? Strict but nice? Strict is funny. Why? You alright, Miss Rosa? Oh, yes, let's talk another time. Okay, hope you feel better. Oh, May. Oh, dear May. I have not, Miss Wicked Wolf. I haven't been to the movies in a bit. Last movie I saw in the theater was The Naked Gun. I have had way too much going on lately. I still haven't had the time to watch Thunderbolts. I am behind on multiple shows now. Like, there is just a lot going on right now. Feast or famine, that's what this stuff always is. Hey, CJ, yeah? You were like in high school when I was in middle school. Oh, Did I know you? Used to play nerd games with Tom Bramwell across the street from my house. Nerd games. It's quite a memory you got there. Do you live here anymore? Nah, just back visiting. For nerd games? They were like pen and paper role-playing stuff. Cool. But no, I'm just visiting family. Husband's driving down tomorrow. What do you do now? Lawyer. Oh, wow. Can I ask you some law stuff? Well, I'm not acting in a professional capacity, but yeah, sure. Hashtag this is not legal advice. I know that it's about kids in danger, Nick. Like, I'm not... My main thing is, like, is it here's my main thing about endangering kids. It kind of makes me uncomfortable, but my main questions are always twofold. One, is it necessary for the story? This one, it would seem to be the case. Like, Gone Baby Gone also is about a kid in danger. That movie's great. Issues with the star noted, but I'm not going to get into it. And then the other thing is, how much does it linger on the trauma for these kids? Like, that was why I couldn't do House on Haunted Hill. Because it was childhood trauma, the show, and you had to watch them being traumatized. That's what I can't handle. It's actually it's a bit more narrow than, say, my issues with cringe comedy, which are very broad. What's the best way to rob a bank? I hadn't even noticed the question. What's the best way to get out of jail? Well, depends on the situation, you see. Like, would you dig through the wall, or, like, attack the guard, take their pants and identity, or, like, I don't know, just cause a riot or something? Huh. What's the best prison gang? Like, if you had to pick. You know, we don't really learn this kind of stuff in law school. What's the point of going to college if you don't learn useful shit? Laws are pretty useful. Debatable. Useful my ass, CJ. Sorry. Welcome back. Have a nice visit. Bye. See ya? Oh, May. I gave up on everything except my mains, and since Doctor Who is on hiatus, currently rewatching stuff. The Boys / Gen V, because season 2 of the former comes out soon. It's better than The Boys. Yeah, like, I might be done with Star Trek Strange New Worlds after this season. This season has not been fun. I am liking Alien Earth a lot. Second season of Peacemaker is pretty solid. I will hopefully have the review for the, what is it? Third episode up later today, and I think that's it for the moment. I'm trying to think what else is coming out this year that I want to try and get onto. I feel like there's something. I can't think what it... Oh! Has Been Hotel second season is out later this year, so there's that. What counts as cringe comedy to you? Just curious, because I also dislike it, but I wonder if we have different definitions. Well, like, cringe comedy is often a vibe, because it's something that just makes you go... But largely, it comes down to secondhand embarrassment and humiliation. I've previously described it as humiliation humor, where the joke is somebody just makes a total fool of themselves, and you are just meant to laugh at that. I don't find that funny the vast majority of the time. I especially don't like extended situations that hinge on somebody being foolish, being embarrassed, or doing something that is just fundamentally an embarrassing thing to do, and now you have to watch. It makes me cringe, and I hate it. It is necessary. It does not deal with the trauma. See, Nick, I think I'll be fine with weapons then. I'm excited for season 3 of Spy X Family. Yeah, I don't know that one. Oh boy, if I find myself with free time, I should watch the first season of Blue-Eyed Samurai, because that's got a second season coming. Speaking of cringe comedy, have you ever watched an episode of Always Sunny? I have been shown one episode. I've been shown a Christmas episode, which was not too bad. Like, here's the thing about, I think here's what softens things a little bit for Always Sunny. Not that I think I'll ever get into it, but something that I think made that less painful for me is the fact that the characters themselves are pretty much incapable of embarrassment. Are they doing embarrassing things? Yes. But will they feel any sense of shame when they look back on it? No. None of them are self-aware enough for that. And they don't think there's a problem with them. So that helps, because part of what increases the cringe is that sense that the character, once they get out of the situation, come to their senses, kind of have it explained to them what they're doing wrong, etc., is going to have a reaction. That's part of what makes it worse. So while I'm not going to say I super love Always Sunny, its embarrassment humor doesn't bother me as much because the characters themselves are immune from embarrassment. So it is just more like watching them be buffoons, and that's just kind of it. Hey, May. Hey, Angus. How's Videoland? Good. Good. Start of the Halloween rush. Got a pretty good horror section. Nice. You got a favorite? What? Horror movie? Yes. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. 1970s version. So good. Freaks me out still. Black Oaks. Ooh, nice. Witchy. Ooh, I do like a good witchy movie. I still need to see The Witch. Or sorry, The Vavitch. Yeah, that one's like historical. The witchy version. Well, see you later. Bye. I was wondering something about death of the author theory. Can a personal interpretation be definitively wrong if you're reading stuff into a story that wasn't known when it was written? Like a book I'm reading at the moment, I swear it was trying to say something about the War on Terror with how it's depicting torture, but it was written in 1988. Yeah. Like, death of the author is about what meaning you take away from the work. And even if that meaning is not one that anyone could possibly have taken from it at the time it was written, does not invalidate your takeaways on the work. So, yeah, that's your interpretation. Like, again, the only way that interpretation becomes wrong is if you start to insist that that was what was meant by it. If all you're talking about is what it evoked and reminded you of and meant to you, then all readings are valid. Now, what you can get is let's say, readings of texts that are not well-founded. Like, if we're only talking about the text, there are sometimes people will do readings that are not very well supported, that just kind of go on a wild thing, but, like, it's still there. They still have the freedom to do that. That's the deal. So it makes Always Sunny great. They're terrible people and the show knows it. Yeah, I understand the pitch, but again, not really my kind of thing. But that one doesn't hurt me to watch the way a lot of other cringe stuff does. Guess that's why Sid and Ice Age worked. Oh, Sid. We love Sid. Sid the Claw. That was the very first horror movie I ever got on VHS as a kid. What? Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Oh, dang. Like, I saw that when I was like 13. That thing, to this day, if I watch that movie, I am guaranteed to have a bad night's sleep and messed up dreams. Every single time, without fail. And I've been watching it for 30 years. And it still does that to me. God, that movie's so good. I hate Sid. That's fine, Nick. You're not obligated to like him. Sid, I find a mildly annoying character, though he has some funny moments. There was a sound from one of the Ice Age movies that's been going around TikTok lately, where it's just like him talking to like some big carnivore kind of thing. It's like, I ask you what you want to eat, you say grr. I suggest vegetarian, you say grr. And then the thing growls at him and goes, see? That's your answer to everything. But like, I have a soft spot for John Leguizamo. I just kind of like him. I don't like everything he's ever done, but I don't know. I just like his presence as a performer. I like him. He shows up and I smile. Hey dude, hello. How's work going here? I don't know. It pays. Well, I should hope so. I refuse to unload all that rock salt by myself. It's not even Halloween yet. Hey, Izzy. Hey, May. How's the pickaxe? trying to kill me. Unsuccessfully, thus far, at least. What's so stressful? Well, on top of everything else, we're hosting that stupid Harfest play tomorrow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm never offering to do this again. What are you up to tonight? Nothing. I'm like super tired because everything about my life is exhausting, and I'm doing the work of like 3 employees plus a store owner, even though I'm 1 employee and I do not own this store. Oh, weird. I thought for some reason you own this place now. You'd think. But also no. I'd rather die. Literally make me a coffin, using materials and tools from this store, and bury me anywhere else. Jeez, that got intense. Ah! Anyway, I'm doing nothing tonight. I can do nothing too. Fine. So are we doing this? Okay. I watched the 70s one pretty young, but I loved it. For some reason, I thought it was so cool that a movie could end without a happy ending because I'd seen mostly Disney movies up to that point. Yeah, it was one of the early downer endings that I saw as well. But like the idea of people like not being themselves and you know, just something's off and you can't put your finger on it. It's like, that's not the person I know, is like, I don't want to say it's like a phobia, but it is one of those kind of primal fears that I've had since I was little. Like, that's recurrent nightmare stuff for me. So that movie hits me real hard. And like, especially going back and rewatching it as an adult and catching so many little things that they do to just set you on edge that you don't even notice. Like the one that I noticed like about a decade ago or so was that there's some scenes, especially in, I cannot remember the character's name, in the woman lead's house. There are these scenes where she's like just watching her fiance, and he's already been replaced, but like she doesn't know what's going on yet. And there's clocks in the house, like pendulum clocks. You can hear tick, 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 tick. And the thing is, even when they're having conversations, that ticking is louder in the mix than you would normally do in a scene like that. Not to the point that it's drowning anything out. Not to the point that I noticed on any of the times I watched it before that. But I noticed like that ticking is louder than it should be. And it's just these little tiny tweaks that the movie does, like things just slightly off to give you that same unsettling feeling that the characters are having in the movie. It's like with the frickin' Robert Duvall cameo at the very beginning. He is shot at this distance that leaves you going, wait, is that... Do I know that person? But he's just far enough away that you can't be sure. And because he never shows up again and he has no lines and no close-ups, you're never quite sure. And again, just those feelings lending towards something that just... it's just a little bit off. And it's so good. It is so good. Reading a book that's set in medieval society where they keep torturing criminals for information, and the book is very clear they aren't getting any reliable information from it. It's a good novel. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy torture scenes as a thing, even if you're doing commentary on them, just because I don't. Invasion of the Body Snatchers doesn't have a happy ending. I'm not sure any version has like a truly happy ending. It's just a question of how much of a downer it is. That varies. There are some that are like, seems like we're okay, but it's still meant to leave you on edge. I still haven't seen the 90s one. I need to. And yeah, it's it's a lot. Like some of the derivative things that took those ideas and did other things with them have happy endings. The Faculty has a happy ending, but like even frickin' spoilers for a musical that's free to watch on YouTube. But even the guy who didn't like musicals doesn't have a happy ending, and that is largely a riff on Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Finally about to watch Weapons after this. I hope you like it, Izzy. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I have too much stuff going on to go to the movies right now. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoa, what's up with you? I want to do something. Wow, okay. You drink, like, all the coffee? I can't have coffee. It makes me anxious. Oh, wow, that sucks. And it tastes gross. Not if it's mostly milk and sugar. Exactly! May gets me. Seems like a lot of hassle to make something gross taste okay. That's not a terrible point. So, dude, you want to do something? Oh, jeez. Does it? Ooh, hang on. This is a situation that games will put me in that I don't super enjoy, which is that, like, I don't know how much of a difference it makes if I say yes to which character. Hang on. Hanging out after. Okay, so hold on. Options. Okay, so it doesn't seem to make a huge difference in terms of future plot. It's just a question of what happens right now. Okay. The 90s one has some great moments, but the ending feels like there's executive meddling to not make it a hard downer. I have so many movies I like to watch but never get around to. The Substance. Yep, still haven't seen that one either. All right. We're going to hang with Greg. Wounds. Okay. Love the goggles. It's a good look. Like, I'm going to let B get some rest. She seemed to, like, actively want to do nothing. Him, Trista, the new that's Sinners. For some reason my brain got flipped around. No, there's the upcoming movie Him, which is Jordan Peele produced. That was it. Michael B. Jordan, my brain went Jordan Peele, and then it went to a movie that's not out yet called Him. That does look interesting. But yeah, Sinners is very good. I like Sinners a lot. This is fun. See, it's especially hard for me, you know, as someone who does, like, end of year best thing I saw or played or read or whatever lists. Once I get to the end of the calendar year and I haven't seen something yet, it gets deprioritized because it's like, well, I can't keep catching up on last year. There's going to be new stuff coming out this year. I need to prioritize that. And then it gets easier and easier to just never circle around to it. That's my issue. No, it's like a kit you get off the internet. German me put it together. So it's a motorcycle now. No, it's like a motorized bike thing. It's different. Why don't you just get a dirt bike again? I'm an adult now. I ride a bike. So, like, where are we? The woods? All right. When I was a kid, my friend's mother was better at Crash Bandicoot than either me or him. We'd occasionally get her to defeat bosses for us. Nice. I'm just afraid people will think it's by Jordan Peele. Oh, some people will, but that's like deliberate marketing because he's a bigger name than the actual director. Doom, 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 doom. Low Bridge of Valhalla. Cross and die, mortal. The slug is going to snap and we're going to break our legs and have to crawl back into town. Or die of, like, bears and cold. Remember we used to knife fight? Yeah. We go home with, like, cuts all over our hands. So dumb. Well, what? I got knives right now. Just saying. Holy shit. Yeah, you're on. First to wuss out 3 times loses. Oh my god. Come get cut, Gregor. Say goodbye to your fingers. Oh my goodness. Oh, minigame. Stab me once, shame on you. Stab me thrice, shame on ice. Okay. First one to wuss out 3 times. Yeah, I got it. Stop stalling. On guard. Get stabbed. Oh. Ah! Oh. Haha, eat it. I'm rusty. Unlike you, I'm not street trash. May, you're trash wherever you go. Oh, so that's how it is. I'm gonna stab you repeatedly with this knife. Yeah! Okay. Ready? Yeah. Cool. Go. Ah, you okay? No pity, Greg. No pity. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Cool. Go. Ah! Ow! Yeah, no, not good at this. Yeah! Did I get your knuckle there? Oh man, I'm gonna have to explain this to my parents. Attacked by a dog again? Nah, that's why I had a knife! Okay. Ready? Yeah. Cool. Oh, come on. Ugh! Jeez, you okay, dude? No! I'm not okay. We can no! Again. Okay. Ah! You suck. Doing less a day on the streets. Also, are you okay? I'm feeling a little woozy. It might shock you to find out that I don't knife fight much. I wouldn't either if I was that bad at it. Oh, my poor hand. Oh, that's probably enough stabbing for today. All this blood's going to attract predators. Good point. Would a game like the original Crash Bandicoot make you nauseous? Hard to say. Probably not, because your character's usually fixed on the screen, but I don't know. I didn't like them enough to go back and try again. Also, I have to say, Weapons is surprisingly funny. That's not shocking. Barbarian was quite funny at a few points, especially if you have a dark sense of humor. Hey there, Knit. Good to see you. Sometimes it's okay to miss things. Well, yeah, I'm also dealing with that, Remy. But there are things that, I'm prepared to let go things that I should see, but, don't have a lot of interest in. But, there's stuff I genuinely would like to see, but finding the time is really difficult. I'm curious how Marvel will handle the post-Secret Wars reboot. I don't know, Nick. I don't have a lot of faith in Doomsday. I kind of talked about why in my I'm Over the MCU video, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. Wait, why did you have 2 knives? Good question. Let's break this log. With the knives? No! This is probably gonna kill us. Nah, dude. Good point. Jeez. Yeah, man. You two are cute as friends, but you encourage real bad habits in each other. Dang. I was thinking, yeah, if you see a rotting tree or log or something in the woods, or there's ice on a big rock, you have to kick the tree over or break the ice. I can't not do that. Yeah. It's different now because I was here. Honestly, I kind of get that. There was woods near a job that I had that I used to walk in on my lunch breaks, and if you went off trail, there were, there were these old trees, not very tall, but, they were clearly dead and kind of rotted out. And yeah, you could actually push some of those over. I kind of get it. I have a headcanon for RDJ's new character, but I don't know if I want to get into the movies. I mean, I'm just like, that casting was so... And it's... rumor is now that Chris Evans is also going to come back. It's unconfirmed, but like, he's showing up at events basically back in Captain America shape, which... Not thrilled about that. Dr. Whitewash. Oh, Nick, you're referring to the fact that he has Romani heritage in the comics. Yeah, there's that. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say it isn't whitewashing, but I would say there is a degree of difference between literally making a character not a thing anymore and then casting as you switched it, and like still ostensibly having the character be that and casting a white person anyway and claiming they're that thing. Neither is good, but I do think there's a difference. I think it's confirmed both Cap and Peggy. Fuck. It's gonna suck, man. Doomsday's gonna suck. I changed them. We changed them. Butterfly effect. Dude, someone's gonna die or get born because we broke that log. Crap, man. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Nit. I mean, this was a... What the fuck is that? The hell? Swoop. I was going to say, I'm surprised you still have that. Yeah, well, hunting wasn't my thing, but I mean, dude. Like, what isn't fun about this thing? Did you ever go? Nah, my dad wasn't into it. Granddad was, but he definitely saw it as a guy thing. I was pretty annoyed by that at the time. Really? I think you would have liked it. Probably, actually. Like, just buck hunting or something. Season starts day after tomorrow. Okay, so is that like a... Oh, yeah. Oh, because the leg... Like, it's like chipped up and dinged. Okay, so it's like a decoy or a dummy or something. Okay. Whew. Well, anyway, I would have liked to have been asked at least. You want to shoot this guy? So, like, what's going on there? The forest god. Like in the story? Yeah. Looks like you just stuck a bunch of targets and decoys together. You work, bang bang, with what you got. You want to shoot it, dude? Yes. You should go stand in front or I'll, like, shoot over your head. Dude. Okay, fine. Gimme. Wow, this is heavier than I expected. Right? Make sure you pull back before you release the trigger. Then I just shoot wherever. Not at me. Alright. It's not firing. You just have to hold the trigger down for long. Oh. Wait, am I hitting the wrong button? Oh, there we go. Well, that shot sure went far. Quantity over quality. Bam! Dude, you brained it. Sure did. I hope the game isn't waiting for me, like, to hit a bird, because I don't want to. Brained! There it goes. Wham! You hit that sign pretty good. Sure did. I don't want to hit a bird, but I think the game might want me to. Yeah! Ouch, right in the tail. I said in between the eyes, not the eyes, but that's so close. Close enough, ain't it? Okay. Oh, okay, so it's waiting. I'm out of bolts. That's cool. This was fun. Oh, good. I can, like, take on vampires now. You could. You could. Vampires of Possum Springs. They're out there. Shiny teeth. Shiny as the night. Eating some brunch? Oh, lovely. Oh, hey, Spluff. Nice to see you. How's this thing not running? It's a dummy, Trista. It's target practice. It's not real. So, Archie and the Rats are good in it. What the hell was that? Yeah, that's been happening lately. What has? Electrical stuff. Like me basically dying twice last night? Nah, I think that's on you. So, I don't want to be nosy, but you seem a little down today. Yeah, it's a thing. I mean, it's been a thing in general lately, but I'm a good person, right? Define good. I don't know. What's up, man? I try really hard. Angus, like, needs me. He needs a Greg badly. We all need a Greg. Yeah, but with Angus, he hasn't had the best life. His family's like pure trash. I assumed his family was polite and quiet like him. Angus is how he is because he's a super rad person who came out of complete shit. I just don't ever want to lose him. Not ever. I don't know what I'd do. I don't want to screw this up. What are you worried about doing? We've had some arguments lately. Well, about what? Stuff. Maybe I'm inconsiderate. Maybe I'm not good. You're good. But I'm just parking lot trash. I've known that all along. I've got like no future if it was just me. When I'm awake at night, I listen to Angus snore and I stare at the ceiling and I think about how I'm a complete piece of shit. And Greg, calm down, dude. You're good. And Angus is good. Yeah. Angus is good. Nice, smart, hot, cool dude. Down to chill, etc. Greg, etc. And, you know, he's got that ass. Oh my god, thank you for finally saying it. It's a fantastic ass, right? Fantastic. Okay, I'm not comfortable with you objectifying my boyfriend. Only his ass. And who could blame you? I forget what I was gonna say. I don't know, probably worried about nothing. I have really up days and really down days, and I don't know which it is until it's over sometimes. I kind of coast through on general blah right now. What kind of birds are those? I have no idea. Hey, bird! Northern dumbfowl! Eastern skinny bird! Do they fly south? You want me to make something up? Yeah. Yes. That's good. That's real good. The writing in this is so dang good. Had the worst insomnia, so it's nice to see. I've been sub for like 10 years but never cut a stream. Oh, well, it's nice to have you here, Spluff. I'm really sorry about the insomnia. I'm one of the few neurospicy people I know who doesn't have that habitually, so I am blessed in that way, but I'm real sorry about that. I gotta go to an ADA meeting. Thanks, Remy. Makes me really suspicious of someone if other people tell me they're great while they're not present. Okay. About how old would you say the main characters of this game is? So adorable, seem like they're kids. No, early 20s. Early 20s because May, who's the character I play, dropped out of college, and Greg and Angus and B all have jobs in town. So yeah, early 20s. God, the writing in this game is phenomenal, though. Like, for real. Oh, thanks, Trista. I do voices sometimes, depends on the game. But, again, I've said it before. I'd love to get more into voice acting stuff. I don't get to do it often, but I like it when I do. Like, I'm not going to lie. I do like when, as much as she often has me read horrible quotes by horrible people, I do like the work when Jessie has me like read quotes for her videos and stuff. They seemed younger. I mean, that's kind of the point, Nick, is that they're like, these were childhood friends. So they're still channeling a lot of that youthful energy, but they're also, in theory, adults. It's kind of about that nebulous middle ground, especially with May having come back home when, you know, she was supposed to be on a more adult trajectory in college, and now she's back in the town she grew up with, where her default is being a kid here, but she's not a kid anymore. Like, this is thematic, so the fact that they seem younger is actually kind of appropriate. Oof. What's up? Long day. Yeah, same here. How's socializing? Surprisingly tiring sometimes. Yeah. That's why I don't do too much of it. Any idea what's up with Mom today? Oh, she's just stressed. That's vague. Well, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you spent a lot of adulthood being vaguely stressed. Ah, dang. I thought the stress would at least get more specific. Oh, no, you'll have that too. Cheer up, kiddo. It's only life. Gee, thanks, Pop. So how about those crawl space boxes? Yeah, okay, I'll move them. TV time? Yeah, for a little bit. Garbo and Malloy. And we're back. Great crowd in here tonight. We never leave for too long, folks. Say, Garbo. Yeah, Malloy. Crowds like this remind me of our early days. I disagree. None of them are angry and drunk. Most of them, anyway. No, I mean those old nights. Those good nights. Just the heat of the stage lights and the thrill of winging it. And the gentle thump of an empty beer bottle thrown at your head. These days, things are pretty cushy. You think we're getting soft? You sure are, around the midsection. That's a whopper! Boy, it's company policy to never body shame, as it should be. Embrace your body. I am at my heaviest, and I think I am hot as hell. Oh, I never worry about that, Garbo. Why is that, Malloy? I'm what you call body shameless. Coming up next, Garbo and I go to counseling. This one got me a bit last stream. Yeah, like the writing is just really good. It's layering its themes really well as it goes, and the characters are so well expressed through dialogue and no voice. Like, I know I'm reading it out loud, but like I feel like I get a real strong sense of personality from not very expressive, or actually barely expressive at all, visuals and no voice, and yet the writing alone gives me such a clear picture of these characters, of who they are as people. It's just such good writing. It's really good. All right, why don't we do the dream segment and then we'll call it a stream. Being in your 20s but still feeling like a kid is very relatable to me. Yeah, I think it is for a lot of us, especially as the millennial and now Gen Z generations are finding themselves at home living with parents for a lot longer than, say, Gen X or the boomers did. So, bedtime? Sure. Well, of course, Izzy, the thing is, a lot of culture still talks about and treats millennials like their kids, even though some of us are in our 40s now, which is its own kind of frustration. Yeesh. Oh, I'm on a train. Oh. But it's also buildings. Dream logic. I like the way that was expressed visually, too. Trees and hills on the train. I like this. I mean, people are complaining about Gen Z while also complaining about Gen Alpha. Feels like things change faster now. Like, complaining about Gen Alpha is a real weird thing, because like the Gen Alpha is legit kids right now. Gen Z still has 1 foot in kids, but also 1 foot in adults. The older end of Gen Z are well into their 20s. The other. Oh, hello. Whoa, okay. Yeah, running into that problem that I can barely see. Hang on. I think I might have to adjust overall screen brightness on the monitor. Display. Come on, come on, come on. Bigger. That's not what I need. I don't need to make things bigger. I need to make them brighter. Use nightlight. That doesn't make a notable difference. Whoa. Nope, that doesn't help. Yeah, no, that doesn't help at all. Never mind. The settings on my monitor are stupid and unhelpful. Awesome spring. Oh, whoops, I dropped down. Didn't mean to drop down. Ah, this one's hard to see yet. I walked in on my dad watching the Avengers the 60s show, and the scene that really made me laugh because people who made the show obviously didn't know what it looked like. John Steed is getting into fitness, so he covers the inside of a locker with pictures of bodybuilders. It's meant to be inspirational, but it looks like he just has a stash of pictures of buff dudes. That is funny. But kids these days, yeah. And the older generations never let go of power, but somehow everything wrong is the kids' fault. Can't make that jump. Hang on. Can I get on this branch? No. Boy, do I wish I could see better. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, I can't make that jump. All right. So there's something else I'm supposed to do when I get there. Nope, that was unhelpful. While I like the mood and the atmosphere of the dream sequences, I do not like that I can't see where I'm going. There we go. Ah! I can't see! Dang it! People can often either lack in self-awareness, Knit, or feel that they are the exception to their own advice. Or some people can also be aware that they don't live up to their own standards and just have had to come to terms with that. That's a thing, too. God damn it! I never hated the prequels. Like, there were parts I never liked. But I never hated them. Like, on the whole. And I always thought Revenge of the Sith was pretty decent. I never much liked the prequels, and I am one of those people who thinks that its flaws and problems are incredibly self-evident. But, you know, I know it's developed. The films have developed more appreciation as the people who were younger than me when they first saw it have, you know, gotten old enough to grow, to be able to articulate their feelings about it and not just be, well, you know, because I like it, because, you know, they get more media literate and such. There we go. Finally. Woo! Wonder if people are going to like the sequels the same way the prequels are like now. I would be surprised. Because, what the fuck? Whatever you think about the prequels, they are very consistent, and they clearly are part of a unified vision. The reason the sequel trilogy is bad is because it is not, there's no sense of unity in its execution, themes, planning, or anything, etc., because it wasn't unified, and you can tell watching the end result. Will there be some people who like grew up on it and you know, have affection for it and continue to like it? Yeah, probably. I have a hard time thinking it's going to get the same kind of critical reassessment because, like, at the end of the day, you cannot deny that George Lucas executed the vision that he had for those movies. It's just a question of whether you like it. Nobody had a vision for the Disney sequel trilogy. They just didn't. And you can tell. And it's way easier to defend and find appreciation in something that was clearly the fullness of somebody's intent as opposed to something that is slapped together to make it look like there's intent and there's not. You know what I mean? Anyway. So that is going to wrap us up for today. We're going to stop there. On Friday, I might be playing this again, or I might try out Silk Song on stream. I couldn't start that one yet because I need a new controller. This one has button sticking, and while I get away with it in this one, Silk Song is a precision platform Metroidvania. I need a controller that is working better than this before I even try and tackle that game. But we'll play something on Friday. Later today, I should have a video up for my review of the 3rd episode of Peacemaker, and keep an eye on this channel as I try and catch up on Alien Earth and Star Trek Strange New Worlds and other stuff. The Saturday video on the main channel is going to be about the latest round of absolute nonsense that YouTube is doing, and how it is impacting both viewers and creators. This is mostly me signal boosting the problems. So that'll be Saturday's video. I will hopefully have it up for early access for patrons and YouTube members tomorrow. I am a little bit behind because I had the weekend off because I was at the con. So I am in catch-ups mode again a bit right now, but that should do it. So thank you all for joining me. Be well, be safe, and be kind.